Hello Year 2, it's Wednesday the 13th of May and today we're going to be looking at division word problems. Now yesterday we used this symbol, didn't we? Can you remember what that is? It's the multiplication symbol. Well done. And today we're going to be using division. So can you remember what that symbol means? The division symbol, what it looks like rather? Yes, you're right. It looks like this. So that's the one that we're going to be looking at today. Okay, now as usual, here are our questions. Now you might notice that question 3 is a little bit tricky. There's a bit of a challenge in there. So if you'd like to, you can come back to the video and we'll do it together. Or you might want to do them all on your own and come back and tick or fix. Or you might choose to do it as a team with me all the way through. Absolutely up to you. Let's get going. Now don't forget, children, here are the 4 steps that we're going to be going through for each question. First, we're going to read the question carefully. That's really important so we know what to do. Then we're going to decide which operation to use. Now we know that we're using the division operation today. We are dividing. But on Friday, we're going to have mixed questions. So it's really useful to practice trying to find some of the clues in the question. Some of the language clues. And then we're going to decide which method to use. There's a few to choose from. And then last of all, it's important to check our work. Here we go. Okay, here's our first question. It says, Nish has 15 cupcakes. She shares them equally between 3 plates. How many cupcakes are there on each plate? Let's have a look at the question again and try and spot some of that key language. So, she's got 15 cupcakes. That sounds like her total. What do you think? She shares them equally. So we know we're dividing because she's sharing. That's another word for divide, isn't it? She shares them equally between 3 plates. How many cupcakes are there on each plate? So she started with 15 cupcakes, didn't she? And she shared them, 15 shared between 3 plates. 15 divided by 3 equals something, and we want to know what the total is on each plate, what there is in each group. Okay, so we know we're dividing. How are we going to do it? We could draw the groups. We're going to draw 3 groups. 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to share out 15, aren't we? Like this, 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep going until we get to 15. That's our total, isn't it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need to keep going. 13, 14, 15. I can stop now because I've reached my total of 15. Now to find out our answer, we need to find out how many cupcakes are on each plate. So on this plate we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to check that the other plates have got 5 on as well. Then I'll know that I shared them equally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. Fabulous. Tick or fix. Now, you could do that, which is great, to draw your groups to help you. Or if you're wanting to be a bit quicker, you could use your fingers. Let's have a look and see how we do that. Now, to use our fingers, we need to know how to count in 3s, don't we? We're going to count in 3s until we get to 15. And then we'll know how many groups we needed. Ready, go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers that we used. So there are 5 lots of 3 in 15. Okay? So you could use your fingers or you could draw the groups. It's absolutely up to you. Well done. Question 2. Miss Lyons has 20 pencils. She puts 5 pencils in each pot. How many pots will she need? Now this is a trickier one because rather than sharing, we're going to be grouping, so it's a bit different. Let's have a look at this question together. She has 20 pencils to start with, so that's our total, you're right. She puts 5 pencils in each pot. So we know how many there are in each group. We know we need 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 in each group. But we don't know how many groups we're going to need or how many pots. So we're going to have to draw them, aren't we? Now, my first pot has got 5 pencils in it. Have I got enough yet? No, because I need to get to my total of 20. So let's see if we can draw another pot. Here we are. So now we've got 2 pots, 5 pencils and 5 pencils makes 10 pencils. We can count in 5s, can't we? 5, 10. I still don't have enough yet. I still don't have 20. So I need to draw another group. Okay, now I've got 1, 2, 3 pots. How many pencils? 5, 10, 15, you're right. Got 15 pencils. Have I got enough yet? Not yet, let's keep going. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20 pencils. So I've reached my total. Now, I need to find out how many pots I need. So what do I need to do? I need to count up my groups, don't I? 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups and 4 groups. So 20 pencils grouped into sets of 5 is going to be how many groups? 4 groups or 4 pots of pencils, you're right. Very well done if you got that one. If not, not to worry, that's a kind of division that we don't often practice, so well done. Okay, now for the challenge question. Rich buys a bumper box of 50 ice creams. Every day, him and his sister have 1 ice cream each. How many days will the ice creams last? Now what's my total here? Got 50 ice creams, haven't I? 50. Shared between how many people? How many ice creams do they eat each day? Well, we've got Rich and his sister. So there's Rich. And there's his sister. I think we'll call her Polly. So we've got Rich and we've got Polly. And every day they have 1 ice cream each. So that's 1 for Rich and 1 for Polly. So how many ice creams do they take out of the box each day? That's right, they take 2 out, don't they? 1 each. So each day we're going to have 2 ice creams out of the box. So 50 divided by 2, because that's how many ice creams they eat each day, equals something. And this something will tell us how many days the ice creams will last before they need to buy a new box. So 50 divided by 2. Blimey. I could draw out 2 groups and share my 50, but it would take me ages. So let me show you something else. Okay, so I've got some Deans here. How many 10s do I need to make 50? 5, don't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my 50, and I want to share it between 2, don't I? Okay, why don't I share out some of my 10s? 1 for this group, 1 in here, 1 in here, 1 in here. Uh-oh. Now I can't share this 10 stick because they're all stuck together. But I know that I can't put it in here because then there would be more in here, and I can't put it in there because there'd be more in there. So I've got 10 here, or 1 10 here, and that's the same as 10 ones. And now I can share my 10 ones out, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what number have I got here? Well, I've got 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. 2 10s and 5 ones, 25. And what about on this side? 2 10s and 5 ones, 25. So can you see I've split my number, my 50 ice creams, in half, haven't I? And my answer was 25. So the box of ice creams will last for 25 days before they need to buy a new one. That was a really tricky one. I wonder if you liked this method of drawing it out and sharing it like that. I sometimes find it helpful for larger numbers. Well done, everybody. Okay, this one's a nice easy one to finish off with today. Pine class are going on a trip, I wish. Where would we go if we could? Perhaps to the beach or the zoo. We're going on a trip. There are 30 children in the class altogether. A bus can carry 10 passengers. How many buses should Miss Lyons book? This is a pretend trip, I'm afraid, children, but it sounds like fun, doesn't it? So there are 30 children in total. That's our total, so let's write it down. 30. And we're going to share them or group them into groups of 10, aren't we? Because there are 10 passengers on each bus, and we want to know how many buses we're going to need. So, remember we could draw it. Now we know what's in each group, but we don't know how many, so we're going to draw one bus. Here's my bus. I'm going to put 10 children in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 here. I don't have enough yet, do I, children? Because I need to reach my total of 30. So we're going to need another bus. Here's bus number 2. So now I've got 10, 20 children on buses. I've still got some children left behind. That won't do, will it? We need another bus. So I've got 10, 20, 30 children in buses now. And how many buses have I got? 1 bus, 2 buses, 3 buses. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. Well done. Or you could use your fingers, couldn't you? So here we are. Here are my fingers. I'm going to count in tens until I reach my total of 30. 10, 20, 30. So I counted in tens because each bus has 10 children in it. I've got 1 bus, 2 buses, 3 buses. So once again, 30 divided by 10 equals 3. Well done, children. I'll see you tomorrow for some more word problems. Bye-bye now.